VenomFangX, you have not replied to my question. I must therefore proceed without your participation. You state the return of Jesus will occur with the beginning of World War III. How do you know this? Is it prophesied? If the answer to this is yes, then I put forth that God can see the future. Now let us proceed with this assumption. I say assumption, because no one on this earth can verify this information. I wish to further back up this point with your continuous statement that God lives outside of time. If you concur with this assumption, I therefore put to you that, if God knows the future, it negates free will. I attempt to reinforce this argument with a logical hypothetical situation. If your future self exists, he has already made all your decisions for you. By this logic, I put forth that you or anyone else has ever exercised free will. You are therefore without God's gift to man. With this logic in use, it also implies all people are predisposed to their futures. If your future self has made your decisions for you, have you at this moment in time ever actually made a decision? My next point involves heaven. If you go to heaven, you spend eternity with God. If you really think about this statement, is the concept of the afterlife really that appealing? When exactly does eternity end? Exactly, it doesn't. Can you imagine how incredibly mind-numbingly boring that would be? What exactly does one do for eternity? Even if you learned every language and mastered every subject known and unknown to man, keeping in mind these may be pointless when compared to heaven, but using them as an example people could relate to. When you learn and do everything there is to do, what do you do then? You have an eternity of time to kill. You can talk to everyone in heaven since the beginning of time and know everything about them and meet all the new arrivals. But what do you do then? If you argue that you may undergo some kind of transformation in which time is not time and your perception of time is different, are you really still you?